This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Malano Etiololade. The major headlines. El-Rufai hits back on Onsa, Kaduna insists agencies paying bandits. Nigerian embassies hit by unpaid rent, salary arrears. Strike threats. Resident doctors give FG 10-day ultimatum. Yaya's new 13 LCDAs steer debate on legality, motives. 7 Akwa Ibom cultists nabbed with woman's call. Dangote fuel export surge amid foreign refineries. Refineries shut down. Sports. Oshoala arrives Saudi for Al Hilal medicals. Entertainment. Tiwa Savage calls for support for this one is personal. DJ Kupi leaks funny email from her dad requesting 5 Bitcoin. News in detail. El-Rufai hits back at Onsa, Kaduna insists agencies paying bandits. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai on Monday rebutted the statements from the Office of the National Security Advisor and Kaduna State Government that accused him of politicizing national security. He maintained his previous accusations that the agencies turned security into a political tool and are complicit in payments to bandits. In a lengthy response posted on social media accounts, El-Rufai said the Onsa and Kaduna governments were deflecting from the core issues he raised in Channel's television interview. He leveled fresh allegations that state actors have been involved in greasing the palms of non-state armed groups in Kaduna and neighboring states. The statement read, as usual, the combined voices of the government of Kaduna State and Onsa, instead of responding to the core issues I raised, seek to deflect responsibilities by alleging that exposing them amounts to politicizing security. As a person whose 3 siblings served in the Nigerian Army and the Air Force, with one of them rising to the rank of general, I will also continue to appreciate the immense work that continues to be done by gallant officers of the military and security agencies. It is a well-known fact to discerning Nigerians that the face of the politicization of national security for politically intended purposes resides, for the first time in our recent history, in the Onsa under its present leadership. If the Onsa thinks Nigerians are not following its unclear and incompetent management of terrorism and banditry in northern Nigeria and beyond, in collaboration with a certain senator, also from the north, then it is high time it carried out an in-depth evaluation and review of its actions. El-Rufai asked a string of pointed questions, urging authorities to explain what he described as the mechanics of alleged payments to bandits, who delivers the money, how much is handed over, and whether middleman scheme funds been before delivery. He also challenged officials to account for recent purchases of prime real estate in Abuja, which he suggested could be linked to illicit flows. This charade by Onsa is being done gleefully at a steep cost to the finances of the country and the ethical fabric of our society. Nigerian embassies hit by unpaid rents, salary arrears. The federal government has admitted to mounting financial and operational difficulties across Nigeria's diplomatic and consular missions abroad, blaming budgetary shortfalls and foreign exchange policy changes for the strain. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs made the admission on Monday in a statement by its spokesperson, Kimiebi Ebienfa. The ministry acknowledged that the challenges had disrupted the smooth functioning of several missions, leading to delays in the payment of salaries for locally recruited staff, allowances for home-based officers, and rent owed to landlords and service providers. The ministry is not aware of the restrictions that financial limitations have placed on the smooth running of the missions, including the inability to pay salaries of locally recruited staffs, financial obligations to service providers, rent to landlords, and the foreign service allowances to home-based officers, the statement read. While stressing that the situation mirrors the broader economic realities affecting the country, the ministry noted that inadequate funding over the years has significantly undermined the capacity of missions to perform their core diplomatic duties. It is pertinent to state, however, that Nigerian diplomatic missions are not immune to the economic situation at home and its attendant challenges to government operations. The financial situation in our mission stems from budgetary limitations over the years, resulting in shortfalls in allocations, the ministry added. The statement assured Nigerians at home and abroad that the welfare of foreign service officers and their families remains a top priority for President Bola Tinubu's administration. Strike threat. Resident doctors give FG 10 days ultimatum. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors on Monday issued a 10-day ultimatum to the federal government and relevant agencies to meet its welfare demands, warning that its members would embark on a nationwide strike if nothing is done before the deadline. The doctors, in a communique signed by NAD President Dr. Tokpe Oshundara, General Secretary Dr. Oluwashola Odumbaku, and Publicity and Social Secretary Dr. Umaha Amobi, said the decision followed the outcome of its extraordinary National Executive Council meeting held virtually on Sunday. NAD recalled that in July it had given a 3-week ultimatum, but in the interest of industrial harmony, the NEC extended it by another 3 weeks to allow the National Officers Committee engage with stakeholders. It noted that despite the extension, the federal government failed to fulfill its promises. The communique read, the INEC condemned the failure of the federal government to fulfill its promises, noting with dismay that a substantial number of resident doctors remain unpaid for their 2025 medical residency training fund. The government has also refused to pay the outstanding 5 months arrears arising from the 25%/35% consolidated medical salary structure review, as well as other long-standing salary arrears. The INEC expressed displeasure over the unjust downgrading of the membership certificates of the West African Colleges of Physicians and Surgeons by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, as well as the persistent non-issuance of membership certificates by the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. Yaya's new 13 LCDAs steer debate on legality motives. Gombe State Governor Mohammed Yahya on August 29 signed a law creating 13 new local council development areas, raising the state's grassroots administrative units to 24, a move said to be aimed at correcting structural imbalance amid queries of political motive, constitutionality, rights. Shima Azubuike. On August 25, 2025, Gombe State Governor Mohammed Yahya signed into law a bill establishing 13 new local council development areas carved out of the existing 11 local government areas. This was the culmination of a journey that began on August 13 with a press statement by the Director General of Press Affairs, Ismaila Misili. The statement indicated the emergence of an executive bill on the establishment of the LCDAs. This was followed by a public hearing on August 16th. The bill rapidly sailed through first, second reading, public hearing, third reading, and subsequent passage into law at the Gombe State House of Assembly. The move, the government noted, was a corrective measure against structural imbalance in the local government framework. For critics, the development raises troubling questions about constitutionality, financial sustainability, and political motives. At the center of the debate are fundamental questions. Will the LCDA deliver on their promise of grassroots development? Will they remain political experiments lacking constitutional recognition and stable funding? Speaking during the signing ceremony, Governor Yahya explained the rationale behind the move. He said, "This marks a historic moment in the democratic evolution of Gombe State." Yahya explained that the new units derive their legitimacy from Section 4, Subsection 7 of the Nigerian Constitution, which empowers state assemblies to make laws for peace, order, and good governance. The creation of the LCDAs will revolutionize governance by making it more accessible and responsive to the needs of the people. He added that the creation of the new LCDAs will usher in a period of development for the affected communities and the state at large. With the new law, the number of grassroots administrative units in Gombe rises to 24, that is, 13 LCDAs, complementing the existing 11 LGAs. The LCDAs are Akko North, with headquarters in Amada, Akko West in Pinjina, Balanga South in Bambam, Biliri West in Tal, Duku North in Malala, Funakaye South in Tongo, Gombe South in Bulari, Kautungo East in Wange, Kwame West in Bojude, Nafada West in Birim Fulani, Perochongo in Fiya, Yamaltu East in Ina, Yamaltu West in Zambuk. Seven Akwa Ibom cultists nabbed with human skull. Operatives of the Akwa Ibom State Police Command have apprehended 7 suspected cultists over cult-related attacks in Ikot Osura, Ikot Epene local government area of the state. The suspects, believed to be members of the proscribed Ku Klux Klan confraternity, were arrested with a human skull. It was contained in a statement by the command's public relations officer, DSP Team from John in Uyo, John said the arrest followed a complaint received by a student of the Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic, Ikot Osura, on August 25, 2025, that he was ambushed and attacked by members of the gang. She said that the victim, who had denounced his membership of the terror group, was unconscious after the attack, adding that his Redmi 13C Android phone and 41,000 in cash were stolen from him. The statement read, on August 28, 2025, operatives of the command arrested 7 suspects in connection with a cult-related assault, armed robbery, and unlawful possession of a firearm and human skull. The arrest followed a report received on August 25, 2025, from a student of the Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic, Ikot Osura, that he was ambushed and attacked with dangerous weapons along Ikot Osura by members of a proscribed cult group known as the Ku Klux Klan Confraternity. 60-year-old man arrested for raping Lagos lady. The Lagos State Police Command Gender Unit has arrested a 60-year-old man, Ajayi Femi, for allegedly raping a 24-year-old lady. The command disclosed this in a statement on Monday. The spokesperson for the command, Benjamin Hundeyin, stated that the investigation revealed that the suspect allegedly spiked the survivor's drink, rendering her unconscious before having unlawful sexual intercourse with her. The incident took place on August 22, 2025, and was reported by the victim's sister to the police at the Meron police station before being transferred to the gender unit of the command for further investigation. Medical examinations conducted by the gender unit corroborated the survivor's account, while the suspect reportedly confessed to the crime during interrogation, the statement read. The command revealed that the suspect confessed to the crime during interrogation and has since been remanded in prison custody until the next adjourned date. It added, the command remains committed to ensuring justice for survivors of sexual offences. Dangote fuel export surge amid foreign refineries shutdown. The Dangote petroleum refinery has lately exported more fuel to foreign nations as Saudi Aramco and others in the Middle East Gulf closed refineries for maintenance. A senior officer at the Dangote refinery told our correspondent that the $20 billion Lekki-based plant exported large volumes of premium motor spirit, petrol, aviation fuel, and diesel to other countries in August. The official, who spoke in confidence as he was not authorized to speak with the press, said, "We export PMS, AGO, and Jet A1." Our correspondent gathered that the Dangote refinery had supplied 2 long-range cargoes of fuel to the Mid-East Gulf region between June and July. According to Argus Media, a heavy refinery turnaround season in the Mid-East Gulf is expected to excavate an already tight gasoline market in the 4th quarter, prompting key regional suppliers to boost imports. Saudi Arabia, which has already shut down 2 of its refineries, is preparing to take additional facilities offline in the coming months. Aramco's 460,000 barrels per day startup refinery in Dubai is due for a 60-day shutdown in November-December, while maintenance is also planned at the Riyadh refinery in the 4th quarter, August said. The upcoming turnaround plans come on the back of earlier maintenance at Aramco's facilities, including the 400,000 BD Jizan refinery, where the reformers units have been taken offline since July. Adding to the supply strain, Aramco's 400,000 BD Yasraf refinery in Yambu, a joint venture with Sinopec, is currently operating its reformer at reduced rates. Kuwait state-owned Kuwait National Petroleum Company also plans to shut several units at its 490 BD Mina Abdullah refinery for a 30-day maintenance period starting October 1. Additional pressure may come from India, where the end of the monsoon season is expected to boost domestic demand, further reducing export volumes. Sports. Oshoala arrives Saudi for Al Hilal Medicals. Super Falcons forward Azizat Oshoala has become the subject of an imminent transfer from Bay FC to Saudi Women's League side Al Hilal. According to The Athletic, Oshoala arrived in Saudi Arabia on Monday to undergo medical examinations ahead of the transfer, 1.5 years after joining Bay FC. She was also not part of the Bay FC squad for their 2-1 defeat against Angel City on Monday night. The Athletic added that Al Hilal completed the agreement for the Nigerian international striker before the transfer window closed. Bay FC and Al Hilal reached an agreement on an undisclosed transfer fee, and Oshoala is now in Saudi Arabia ahead of the medical scheduled for tonight, the report stated. The 30-year-old joined the National Women's Soccer League in the United States in February 2024 from Barcelona woman. During her stay in the US, she had managed 38 appearances for Bay FC, scoring 8 goals, but her involvement has waned since last season. Since leaving Nigeria for Rivers Angels, Oshoala has played for top clubs in Europe, Asia, and USA. She was also part of the Super Falcons squad that won a record-extending 10th WAFCON title in Morocco in July. Entertainment. Tiwa Savage calls for support for This One Is Personal. Nigerian music star Tiwa Savage has called on fans to rally behind her latest album, This One Is Personal, describing it as her most vulnerable and heartfelt project yet. Taking to her X account on Monday, Tiwa urged supporters to purchase the album on iTunes, stream it on Spotify and Apple Music, and share the link widely with friends and family. Tiwa Savage, who called it her most vulnerable project to date, said she is deeply grateful for her fans' love and support, wishing them God's blessings in return. She wrote, "Hey, my sweethearts, happy new month. It's me again, Tiwa Savage. Just released a very beautiful project, my most vulnerable one yet. Your support will mean so much to me. Buy the albums on iTunes, stream on Spotify and Apple Music. Every single one counts as we are heading towards making history with this one. Thank you so much, and may God continue to bless you all also. Spread the link to your friends and family. Love, Tiwa Savage." DJ Kupi leaks funny email from her dad, requesting 5 Bitcoin. Nigerian disc jockey and billionaire heiress Florence Otedola, popularly known as DJ Kupi, has once again amused fans with a playful glimpse into her relationship with her father, Femi Otedola. Taken to her Instagram story on Monday, Kupi shared a screenshot of a humorous email she claims to have received from the business mogul, who jokingly asked her to send him 5 Bitcoin. The email read, "Hello daughter, hi Coops, how are you doing? I long for my meeting at the weekend. Send 5 Bitcoin to my wallet." Captioning the post with laughing emojis, Kupi wrote, "Happy Monday." The billionaire heiress post quickly sparked reactions online, with fans weighing in on the humorous father-daughter exchange. This comes just days after DJ Kupi revealed that her father gifted her the keys to his customized car, and weeks after she recounted being targeted by a fake helper who tried to reach Otedola. Recap of the major headlines. El-Rufai hits back at UNSA. Kaduna insists agencies paying bandits. Nigerian embassies hit by unpaid rent, salary arrears. Strike threats. Resident doctors give FG 10-day ultimatum. Yaya's new 13 LCDs steer debate on legality, motives. 7 Akwa Ibom cultists nabbed with human skull. Dangote fuel export surge amid foreign refineries shutdown. Sports. Oshoala arrives Saudi for Al Hilal Medicals. Entertainment. Tiwa Savage calls for support for This One Is Personal. DJ Kupi leaks funny email from her dad requesting 5 Bitcoin. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 091 22 22 7433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanueti Olusegun. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanueti Ololade. Have a wonderful Tuesday. God bless Ifako.
Looking for reliable brand for import and export, logistics and cargo services, ticket booking, or general merchandising? At Divine and Grace Enterprises, they specialize in seamless global trade, efficient cargo handling, top-notch travel support, and trusted merchant services. Whether it's getting your goods across borders, booking a flight, or managing cargo with precision, they deliver with speed, reliability, and care. You can visit them at Nako Export Warehouse, International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos State. You can contact them on 0803-406-1483, 0817-287-4375, or email it divineandgraceenterprises@gmail.com. Divine and Grace Enterprise, your reliable brand for logistics and merchandise.